The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
He's gonna love me because I helped him. He said so. I've got bruises in all the right places now.
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here, so you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor.
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
Yeah.
No. We were at the lodge, and we escaped.
We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
Yeah.
So, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon, and seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, hey, give it a little zing, Let's take it to another level so it really rips. Let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, just kicked it up a notch, but it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard, and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
The man has encountered this before.
I'm hoping it's
People
not
whose
permanent.
integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Not good.
Oh, look! Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
I told you I'm a psycho. Really? I'm a
Ha! You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
Don't want to get hit by those.
No, don't! Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry, you just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know you're right.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat rent-a-cop.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket, the weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Hell, this isn't going right. You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is, a maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. He sent me back. Oh, not birds again. What the hell? Emma? You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run. be in trouble. Better hurry. Emma! Coming! This is not a bad thing! Nothing! Just keep your head down! Ah! Emma! Coming!
Something bad is gonna happen to me!
This is not the bad thing! Nothing! Just keep your head down! It's okay. It's safe now.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same. Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether. As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
I'd better find Dr. Meadows' car. That's where the camera should be.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hour is just over to turn it around this.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics...
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Okay, now...
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor.
Pessoal, voltei. Vou tomar um café ali. Só liberar a câmera. Sim.
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
I guess they didn't like that.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. If you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes. I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I've fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether
Another
we're aware
printout.
of its implications.
Another signal
agree?
fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty to you.
Are you getting it yet, genius? wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
Minha amiga Suela, beleza? Achei que você não. Sabe o que eu pensei? Eu falei assim. Ela deve estar na BGS. Você sabe que tá tendo a BGS em São Paulo, né? Eu queria ter ido. Eu vou. Esse ano não tem como, mas ano que vem. Ano que vem eu vou fazer o esforço pra ir, com certeza. A BGS é em São Paulo, se não me engano. Você sabe o tio Regis? O Regis tem canal, você sabe, né? Ele faz live lá na roxinha também, sabe? Ele, ele foi. Ele teve na BGS. Ó, vai ter o Alan Wake 2. Vou até ver aqui. Será que vai funcionar no meu PC? Alan, Alan Wake 2. Eu acho que Alan Wake 2 requisitos. Eu acho que vai funcionar, hein? Quanto que tá custando? 42. 49 dólares, cara. Aqui tá falando que GTX, eu acho que vai rodar o Alan Wake 2. Não, não, o Alan Wake 2 não tinha não. Ele vai lançar ano que vem, me parece. Sério? O quê? Meu Deus. Você sabe como é que eu faço? Assim, como é que eu faço, né? Eu deixo os jogos baratearem e depois eu compro. Igual a coleção de eu tenho todos os Resident Evil, sabe? Mas eu só comprei a coleção depois que o preço tava bem baixo. Aí tá, né? Fazer isso é complicado, né? Imagine, tipo assim, o cara deixar de comprar alimentação, pagar água, pagar luz, pagar telefone, pagar internet, pra poder comprar jogo, cara. Sério, irmão? Aí, cara, é por isso que eu falo, né? A gente tem que saber, a gente pode fazer tudo nesse mundo, a gente tem o livre-arbítrio, né? Mas a gente também tem que dosar as coisas também, né? É igual, por exemplo, começão, né? A gente não pode ficar comendo muito, né? A gente vai engordar, né? E a gente também não pode gastar muito, porque senão a gente fica devendo, né? Ô, repara pra você ver uma coisa. A vida financeira da gente, com a vida espiritual e física, tá tudo ligado.
Sucker.
O espiritual no sentido de... Como que eu vou te explicar? Você tá bem consigo mesmo, né?
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry.
Eu vou
Treat her like the others.
Eu vou fazer academia, sabe, agora.
If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now.
Cuidar mais um pouco de mim.
So talented. You haven't seen her new work.
É bom, né? Igual eu...
Really? She's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring too? We're that similar.
Gasta mais que não tem espiritualidade.
She's seen me a couple times, you know.
Ah, é verdade, é. E fazem mais maldade, né? O que é pior.
She thinks you're dead. You might as well be.
Aí fala assim, fulano de tal é da igreja, reza. Quantas pessoas que eu conheço que rezam, mas vivem fazendo maldade por aí.
You're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth.
Pô, igual tipo assim,
I'll do it.
aquela moça veio uma vez aqui, teve uma moça que me criticou os jogos que eu jogo. Aí falou que. Eu falei, gente, os trem aqui não existe. Tem nada de maldade aqui. Era uma pessoa religiosa que veio aqui, me criticou. É, mas tem gente que não entende, né? Fazer o quê? Ô, sério, você tem carro? Tem moto também? Gasta muito o carro, né? Virou carro de. Três Fusca. Virou carro de coleção, o Fusca, né? Eu tenho um time meu que tem um Fusca que o pessoal direto vê na rua assim, sabe? Oferece 30 mil, 35 mil reais.
The champion of light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing, but maybe it's enough. No, it's not enough. You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures. Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now, the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Ah não, de novo. Eu voltei pra cá de novo.
Holy shit! What are you, the King Hillbilly?
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right along to save my ass?
Not as long as I show up, I guess. Clear now.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough.
Eu tô com saudade daquelas maratonas que eu fazia até de madrugada. Resident Evil. Zerava 1, 2 e 3 numa live só. Antes de tentarem me cancelar. Vou pra cá. Adicionar disjuntor.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this. Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows, he will have what he needs.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Sério, você tá aí na live? Eu ia perguntar se tá aí. Às vezes você foi no banheiro, uma coisa. Tomar uma água. Um suco de laranja pra relaxar. Peraí.
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
Nossa, só tá dificultando. Eu acho que tá chegando ao fim, né? Nossa, eu acho que eu vou trocar esse microfone meu, tá horrível. Vou ver se eu compro um novo da... O pessoal tá usando muito aquele da HyperX, né?
Come on in.
Fala, Bi. Tá dando eco nesse...
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories.
You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Nossa. Ih, fudeu, fudeu. Nossa, vem muitos. Nossa, velho, vem muitos. Que é isso?
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
Finally.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation. Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Ó. Ficando difícil. O Alan Wake 2 vai vir pra arrebentar.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the
Eu acho que você vai poder jogar com ele e com uma moça lá.
Standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it.
Uma
The
morena.
man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Tem um jogo que eles estão lançando também. Eu acho que são fãs de Resident Evil que estão lançando. É parecido com a franquia, né?
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Shows of the Living. Uma coisa assim, algo assim, sabe? Eu vou jogar aqui no canal, qualquer dia desses aí. Shows of the... Escreve assim mesmo. É um jogo parecido com Resident Evil. Eita ferro. Vou falar com a Parte também pra jogar esse jogo no canal dela. Ela tá jogando Alan Wake. Ela já zerou o 1 e tá jogando as DLCs também. As DLCs do 1, né? Trocar pelo Apache. Eu acho que você é inscrito no canal dela. Com certeza, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu ver. Deixa eu ver. Parte. O nome do canal dela é esse aqui, ó. Acho que você conhece ela.
never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Agora o pau vai quebrar dois caras daqui. Nossa, velho, que vacilo que eu dei. Oh. Se você quiser conhecer o canal dela, ela tem 4.000 inscritos, né? Mas assim, ela gosta de fazer live de madrugada também, sabe? É gente boa. E ela, tipo... Ela gosta dos jogos que eu gosto, sabe? Ela, mas... A Jana Game você conhece. A Jana Game você conhece ela?
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning. What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
Agora eu zero o jogo. Tá feio aqui, viu? Tá doido. Nossa senhora, tem um exército atrás de mim. Ele tá doido. Sabe, eu acho a dinâmica desse jogo muito legal, né? Ele depende da luz para vencer. Ah, zerei. Aleluia. 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 É porque são 3 rodadas, né? Essa é a mais difícil. Ele repete o cenário 3 vezes.
Push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Dia 22, sério, eu vou fazer uma prova de concurso. Tomara que eu passe, viu? É, agente administrativo da saúde. Será que eu posso ser um médico? Ainda... Não, né? Aí é demais, né? Tô brincando, mas eu vou trabalhar secretário, entendeu? Eu sou formado em administração, né? Eu tenho curso superior em administração.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for! It's my turn now! It's my life! It's my life!
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How?
É, tô brincando.
I love you.
Não, mas dentro dos setores de saúde tem, né? Pessoal da administração.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last.
A
Are
esposa
these
dele.
actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a
Mas
glimpse
tem
of
nada
what
a ver
is to
com o médico,
come?
é verdade.
One thing is certain. This scene takes place
Viajei aqui.
in another time and another place, far,
Mas assim,
far from Night Springs.
se a pessoa, por exemplo, que trabalha hoje, que trabalha com administração, por exemplo, quiser, eu sei, quiser, por exemplo, estudar odontologia para mudar de vida futuramente, que eu tô falando, entendeu? Tudo é possível, né? Você, por exemplo, você pode fazer também. Ah, na medicina não, né? Medicina medicina é muito pesado, cara, não. É 5 mil. É. Até a mensalidade da faculdade não é barata, né? Assim, é mais em conta, né? Não é que é barato, é mais em conta que. Enquanto você paga acho que 2 mil na Odonto por mês, na medicina você paga 5 mil reais, é muito caro, né? Eu não tenho como pagar a medicina. Caro demais, né? Ah, você tá falando da medicina, né? É, verdade. Medicina, tudo é. Tá falando que medicina, odontologia, é isso tudo? Mas eu acho que eu sou inteligente. Eu não vou falar que eu vou fazer medicina, odontologia, mas arquitetura eu posso fazer. Eu tenho capacidade para isso, arquitetura. Medicina eu não vou falar, mas eu acho assim que tem que ter força de vontade, né? Eu acho que inteligente eu acho que eu sou, né? Agora você vai dar conta, tem que ver, né? Autodidata não é verdade, tem que ser autodidata, com certeza. Ah, mas eu não vou ser médico, não. Tô brincando, tô zoando. É porque dentro dos hospitais, das unidades de saúde, tem a parte administrativa, né? Mas a vida é um jogo. E como é? É um jogo onde tem muitos trapaceiros, né? Aí, sério, você não consultava comigo, não? Nossa, eu tenho cara de doido, né, sério? Tô brincando. Eu vou dar um exit aqui no jogo. Eu não vou encerrar a live, não. Eu vou abrir o outro Alan Wake aqui, que é o normal, pra jogar as DLCs dele. Depois eu vou alterar. Ah, então vou deixar pra depois. Sério, mas por exemplo, medicina você acha que não, né? Mas você acha que arquitetura, arquitetura, odontologia, poderia tentar? Uma dessas duas. Uma dessas duas. O que você acha? Você acha que eu tenho capacidade pra isso? Medicina não, eu falo assim, eu tô em dúvida entre essas duas. Arquitetura e odontologia. É, tem gostado que faz. Aqui você não vai poder ficar mais não, né? Beleza, vai fazer os trabalhos. Ah, beleza então. Até amanhã, amanhã a gente abre o canal aí. Obrigado pela presença. Esse aqui eu vou deixar pra jogar depois. Descanso pra você também.